Hey everyone, Real Adam Shields here. I just had a rather eventful day today. All the shit that just went down. Someone who I might as well say was wearing a mask this whole entire time. This is my my personification of someone who pretended to be somebody else, but finally has shown their true colors. Now, now I know Miss batshit crazy Tanya Burchett, or bird shit. I'm going to say it now. Has hated me for ever since I have moved into this house. Because she claims the person that's with us right now that uh, really values us, really cares about us, and really much loves us. What she calls her meal ticket has left her side, and it's because she don't have that extra bit of money to spend on whatever the hell she wants, or um, doesn't have anyone to just take the bills off her hands while she does nothing. And what and the word nothing, it, it describes what she is. She is nothing. Um, when you let's just put it this way. Today, when you what she did, all I say is you don't go threatening my family. Don't throw my past in my face and hope that it's going to hurt me. And you definitely don't threaten my property. And you definitely don't use a deceased uncle to try to gain sympathy when you're really just adding fuel to the fire. Let me be honest right here up in front. No matter what she has said to try to light a fire under my hind end, it did not work. The principle of the thing to where it's the principle thing. You don't use fifth grade tactics to try to light a fire under someone's ass, because the same thing that applies to social media or here on YouTube or anywhere you may stream or whatever or record a video. Do not give haters or trolls what they're looking for, and that is a response. But here in real life, that means turn around, walk away, and no matter what they say, continue to ignore. You can go ahead and remember what they say. That's fine. Just don't verbally retaliate, because you give them what they're trying to fish out of you, and that is a response, whether it's positive or negative or hateful. Well, that's still negative, coming straight from you, which is feeding fuel to the fire. Okay, so let me start off how it actually went down. Okay, she was going batshit crazy by by last night stating that she had the devil poking out of her wrist, pointing and laughing at her. Then she pointed at the TV screen and said her uncle was sitting there laughing at her too. It's the things that we could not see, which means something she's done in her lifetime has really ate her brain. Okay, so following morning, which is right here at this time of this video, or not the time of this video if I put it up at 12 or past 12. I'll just say March 27th. Decide to go completely AWOL without a reason. Accused me and my brother of slamming a door in her face. Never did that. And decided to snap at my brother outside our home, calling him a smart mouth little prick and fucker. And then tried to order her brothers to attack. Okay.
What's that?
I'm doing a video, bro.
Oh.
Tried to order an attack on us. I grabbed my brother's wrist because he was about ready to have his nervous breakdown, and that's not a good sign. So I had him follow my lead, not feed her any response, and walk back to the house. Halfway to the house, as my back is still turned, she calls me, she says, I got something coming to me, and calls me a faggot. Okay, that's using my past against me. She was expecting me to take offense to that. I hate to tell her, but I prayed in many different ways for forgiveness and acknowledged that what I did in the past was completely wrong. And plus, what I did in the past was just an experiment. Something they do in college. I've been asked by those who care if that hurt my feelings or offended me. I said no, but it was so 5th grade to use that. And I know she was trying to coerce me or Andrew to hit her, which would have been a domestic violence charge. So I did the right thing. Plus, if we would have acted on our impulse, her brothers would have hopped out of the truck and pummeled the both of us down. I mean, I think, well, brothers and one person who's not really not really a brother, but still a relation. In other words, 3 guys would have jumped us. So, it ain't the fact of fear, it's the fact of being smart enough and responsible enough to know how to handle a situation. So once we made it back in, she waited until about possibly, I don't know, 30 minutes after the incident and tried to act like she had no recollection of what she said. So I reminded her, you called me a faggot fucker and told me I had what was coming, or I'm going to have something coming to me. Try to ask me and my brother for forgiveness for all that she said and all that she was planning on doing. Okay, so I gave her a blank, evil stare and turned away. And then after I was sent for a pack of smokes for her, she tried to weasel it out of me again. I tried to hand her the cigarettes that were bought for her, and she said, I won't accept it until you say you forgive me. So I handed it to the person behind her and gave her another evil stare. This is when my brother was right beside me, and I turned away. And then she tried to ask for the same thing off of him. He followed suit with me and gave an evil stare and turned away. And right at that point, I told my brother that, hey, I need to go visit mom to let off some steam. So I was over at mom's, and I figured the way my brother was responding to me on the phone, maybe things have died down a bit. Okay, so my mom was about ready to doze off because it was past 9. I decided to return back, and boy, did I have a cold walk back home. I should have worn my goth gear to keep myself warm. Didn't think about it. And once I got back, my brother said the problems continued to escalate while you were away. That she tried to slug me, and looks like there was a step in to make sure that didn't happen. Um, Also, she went one step too far when mentioning the deceased uncle as one of her, or my brother's deceased uncle, or our deceased uncle, I'll just say it that way, as one of her images she saw. That was going too far. That was going way too far. That when you go that far with me or my brother, that's unforgivable. As a matter of fact, we see you as a cockroach that no longer needs to exist. And she was, I guess, as she was leaping, she was hoping that we would put this shit behind us and one day forgive her. No. That's just not how life works. Reality is you get what's coming to you. So the forgiveness is never on the table. Besides, 2 chances I've given. 2 chances my brother has given. Fucked both of them up. Not what you want to do. Burned a bridge so bad that there's scorched earth under it where you can't build another one. Uh, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, let's just put it this way. I I have started a new saying that has a meaning to it ever since I lost my check. And ever since I've been having problems from the beginning of 2021 down to now. It's called Light the Fuse, Get the Boom. In other words, you want to start something, then you want me to finish it. And if that is your wish, be careful what you wish for, because I will give it to you. And that's not a threat. That's not saying that I'm going to do something horrible to you. I'm just going to verbally put you in your place and make sure you never come around me ever. Ever. So, yeah. I just, I do these vlogs most of the time to take the problems of the day, project them into this video so I never forget them. That way I can go back and find out why, or if someone asks me, or you don't remember what I'm talking about, boom, I go watch this video. And now I know why I have such a deep-seated hate and why forgiveness is not on the table. But I also do this because I have already mentioned to my counselor and everything, I do these videos to vent, but also to remind me of all the mistakes that came my way and what I should do to rectify it or stay away from it. So I've learned here's something I want to tell myself right here and now, right at the point of this video. You give only one chance. They fuck that up, that's on them. You give them a second chance and they don't prove that they are capable of change, then you are the dumbest fucker I have ever seen. And that you deserve everything that's coming your way. Everything. No ands, ifs, or buts. No what ifs. No nothing. You bring it on yourself if you give the wrong person a second chance. Remember, the world is 95% dark and only 5% light. Most of them don't give a fuck about you. They only want something. They do not give a fuck about you in the least. They don't give a fuck about your health problem. They do not give a fuck how much time you have left on the planet or everything that you deal with or how much of a good person you are, really. They just want one thing or a couple of things that you don't even give a fuck about that should not even be something to ask. Friendship is almost transparent. Some relationships are transparent. And I'm not talking about partner relationships. I'm talking about like family, friend, acquaintance, whatever have you. Remember to keep a steel wall up. Trust issues are there for a reason. To make sure that you're shielded from all the bullshit that the world presents that you can easily prevent by learning it either once or twice. If you don't learn it the first time, give another go around so you can fully learn what's going on. Because some people really need another go around to learn how this shit works. Because first time it happens, your mind automatically tricks you into believing that you need to give someone a second chance, that this will never happen again, and you would like to know what went wrong. But however, if you're smart enough and you learn this within your first try and you know to avoid it, good for you. Because you'll be a lot better off, trust me. And this is not the only time I will speak some knowledge directly to myself or others at the end of a video. I'll do it whenever a new thing arises and there's something to either learn from or take away from. Remember this. This is why this video is here. This is why I'm here. And do me a favor. Remember that if you don't use it, you'll lose it. See ya.